All right, joining me now is Natasha Sarin, the former Deputy Assistant Secretary for Economic Policy and counselor at the Treasury Department. She is also the president and co-founder of the Budget Lab at Yale, which has crunched the numbers on the impact of President Trump's tariffs. First of all, I just want to get to the news of the morning, which is President Trump seemingly thinking out loud, going on social media and saying, hey, 80% tariff seems right, when he has already enacted a 145% tariff, which is currently in place. What does this signal to you?
So at 145% tariffs are incredibly high, but 80% tariffs are also incredibly high. And I think what all of this signals is that where the administration is currently is they are contemplating tariff rates that we haven't seen in this country, effective tariff rates on our allies and adversaries alike that are at the highest level that we've seen in the last century. And so even at this 80%, if that's where the world lands, what we kind of need to understand is we're talking about thousands of dollars of price increases for Americans. You're talking about double-digit price increases on consumer electronics, things like your iPhones, things like your laptops, and you're talking about double-digit price increases on things like textiles and on strollers and on literally everything that the American people buy. So I think the challenge here is that these are still incredibly high rates. And another challenge is that it is really difficult. We're talking about the news of the day based on a Truth Social post that came this morning about a tariff rate. Like, how exactly are businesses supposed to plan in an environment where there's so much volatility about where this all is going to land? And I think that is an internal struggle, and it's an internal struggle in this man-made crisis because, of course, the trade war didn't drop from the sky. It's something that this administration sought and pursued.
I do want to ask you about this, sort of putting this out on social media, sounding like he's kind of thinking through it while posting. Does it give you a sense that he's talking to anyone about this, or that he's just kind of coming up with these numbers on his own?
You know, I don't want to try to guess at exactly the psychology that's driving some of this. But what I will say as an economist is that this type of attempt to move towards de-escalation is kind of exactly what you would expect if you were looking at how the market is reacting to this trade war. Because the fact that this is going to be the most inflationary policies pursued in my lifetime, the fact that this is going to mean higher interest rates for the American people in the long term because of all of the increases that we're going to see to the deficit, the fact that you're in a situation where on the heels of an election that meaningfully was about inflation and price increases for the American people, you're going to then give them thousands of dollars of price increases in the largest tax hike we've seen in modern history with these tariffs. Of course, that impacts how you react to these rates and kind of pushes in the direction that we're seeing across the board, which is there some off-ramp and is there some way to de-escalate?
Yep. Well, talks will happen today with his Treasury Secretary or over the weekend. We will see if that comes out with anything concrete. Natasha Sarin, thank you so much for being here and talking us through that.